time that I have with my child, it doesn't seem like it's a lot. But what I can do is make it intentional. What I can do is be strategic about what I do with that time, right? So I wanted to make a quick video about being present with your kids. So a little update. What up, y'all? Let your soul speak. So real quick, I'm probably going to be moving like types of my fatherhood content to my secondary page, so I can just make more of it, because you know what I mean, I do talk a lot of fatherhood, so I just want to put those videos specifically on a page so then I can stick to my overall more educational content that I'm working on, that I'm trying to make. I'll put the longer videos, and if shorter versions of my long form videos and stuff like that will be going on the let your soul speak page. And then I'm pretty much move everything else as far as like personal training, getting your body in order, plant-based nutrition, all of those topics. I'm going to move them over to the other page. It's going to be on the Meean West page, so just be looking out for that. But real quick, I want to talk about being more present, right? So dad be busting his butt, so now it's like the time that I have with my child, it doesn't seem like it's a lot. But what I can do is make it intentional. What I can do is be strategic about what I do with that time, right? So I made it a goal to read to my baby every single day, at least 30 minutes, and as well as some other things that have to go into fatherhood that I'll be going into. 1 second. All right, I had to put my phone down for a little bit. It was people looking at me as I was making my video, and I felt kind of awkward walking with the baby. But yeah, being more present. So I kind of bust my butt now. No, I won't get too personal, too specific. But the time that I have with my child, or my children, is not the amount that I want. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm going to be more strategic. I want to be consistent with my staying present. And I know my daughter loves to just roll with me and go, because I still have her in regular school. I want her to excel. To excel, you have to give your kid confidence. You got to give your kid confidence. And that's one thing mothers are not ashamed of. That's one thing that I noticed, that mothers, they go over the top. And they don't care if they look silly, foolish, nothing. They're going to make sure that their kid feel confident, feel encouraged. We don't need no calls. We walking. We don't need no calls. But use your legs. This is supposed to make you tired on purpose. So it's just some things that I just want to make sure that she knows that that dad is pushing you forward, for encouragement, because we've been working on writing her name. But like, how much time have I sat there, put the pencil in her hand, put my hand over her hand, and then wrote with her? Things like that they'll be able to remember. Or she's old enough to be able to tie her shoes now. But dad be too tired to be, dad be too tired for all of that sometimes. So I'm like, my weekends now, my weekends was like for my business. But that's like, how when your life starts to kind of develop, you start switching things up. So now it's like, there's some things that I be forgetting. You know what I'm saying? When people start looking at me, my whole mind be going blank sometimes. Man, I got a lot of videos to put out. So remember, I told you I'm moving a lot of my content around. Like, I definitely want to get a different kind of camera so I can show y'all some of the reactions that I be getting. Because it's like, why you looking at me? It ain't that serious. And another thing about fatherhood, I'm not going to let this world make me feel like I'm being overprotective of my daughter because I don't want her doing certain shit. Technology is horrible for kids. My daughter, you know what I'm saying, she's been over, she's been a little emotional. I'm okay with that. No big deal, right? But the whole talking back to teachers, the whole having smart stuff to say to the teachers, like, there still has to be consequences. And that's what I'm saying. My daughter, like, I really don't feel like I can really trust her with having a phone because of what I've seen and how I've seen her act. So I'm not about to feel bad. I'm not about to feel bad for expressing to my daughter the type of way that she should be dressing. I'm a God-fearing man. That's what I'm saying. I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm subscribing to all these worldly views. I'm not. There, half of them, 95% of them, 99.9% of them are BS. And people just follow it because they are part of this matrix. I'm not connected like that. I be trying to find ways to destroy the system in my own mind. I'm just gonna keep making videos while I'm out here burning up. This is a horrible walk, by the way. I left my card at home. Got my wallet, left my whole ass card at home. Language. Over here. Left my whole card at home. So now I gotta walk all the way back home to come back to get my groceries. I was just trying to make me a smoothie. But anyways, another thing. Because of all the weird energy, I'm gonna have to cut off my video again to open this gate, unless I'm gonna go a different direction. Oh, I might be able to slip in there. The gate is already kind of broken. But what I noticed is I didn't notice it before. Like, I knew about it, I felt it, but then it was like, when you're trying to get shit together, some stuff really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You really just be forgetting some stuff, and you just let it just pass your mind, right? So what I noticed is, like, the energy, like, it ain't for you everywhere you go. You know? Like, some of these places, it really, go baby, go. Some of these places really be sitting on, like, horrible energy. And it's nothing that you can do about that. Like, you know that location is probably not for you. And it's going to be real hard for you to see it because things are going to come hard for you. Then it's not going to be easy for you. Like, this is all part of astrocartology. Or is it astrocartology or is it astrocard? I think it's astrocartology. Sometimes I be butchering their name. But this all goes into that. And that's when my bro told you I'm not really extra when it comes to astrology, but it's very useful and it's very helpful in my opinion when it comes to dealing with certain souls and just understanding the outline of certain individuals and characteristics and traits. So, like I said, you'll realize the energy there is heavy, like so heavy that sometimes it doesn't even feel like it's alive. You know what I mean? It feels like it's like dead energy, like dead weight, right? People looking at you funny. You always seem to like attract weird attention. Like, it can get pretty dark, right? So then you'll notice sometimes it might take you a little while. That's the beautiful thing about, like, being an alchemist and being in the energy and being able to manipulate it, right? A lot of the energy that you're gonna get, you're gonna be able to transmute. But you might go through you might go through some downtimes and feeling like the energy is too heavy and you can't take it. That's why you gotta cleanse yourself. That's why you always gotta be on your P's and Q's and keeping yourself protected. That's why meditation is gonna play a massive part, because you'll start realizing the things that, there's gonna be things that trigger you. But if you keep claiming that you're a new you gotta operate differently, right? So then all that yelling don't take place. That's why parenting changed. That's why I talk about reparenting. I tell Nicole all the time, before we moved here, I felt like I was a lot more calm. My energy was different. I wasn't cussing. Now I can't say a couple sentences without saying a cuss word. That's what I'm saying. So then you gotta rework on yourself. Go back and work on yourself. Go back and see what those things were that was keeping you calm, that you may have stopped doing. It's a lot of things to reconsider when you end up moving to a location where you thought things were gonna be better. A lot of people move and then they can't get off the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not one of those. I'm just letting you know, for some souls, it might take a little bit, but once they get up, like, go ahead and relocate. Like, and if you need some help with your chart, with your astrocartology chart, and finding the best places to live for you specifically in the United States, go ahead and hit me up. Ask me about it. No deal. No big deal to me. If you're serious about it, I just think it's pretty cool.